So today we are taking a traditional pound cake recipe and are reducing it down to feed 1 to 2 people. Now it's still buttery, tender, and delicious, but it's the perfect amount for 2. Join me in the kitchen as we make small batch recipes with big taste. Hi, I'm Leigh Anne, and welcome to my kitchen. Now, have you ever wondered why a pound cake is called a pound cake? Well, I did. So I did a little research and found out that traditionally when the recipe generations ago first started, they used a pound of butter, a pound of sugar, a pound of flour, and a pound of eggs. Now, if you can imagine, that was a pretty big pound cake. But over the generations, the recipe has evolved. It's reduced down in size, and they've added in things like baking powder to help it be a little bit more tender cake. Now, this mini version of the pound cake we're making today is perfect to enjoy with a cup of tea, to make a strawberry shortcake for 2 out of, or if you stay tuned, coming up here soon, we're going to be using it to make a strawberry trifle. So if you have not turned on notifications, you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so that you'll be notified when we post the strawberry trifle recipe. You're not going to want to miss it. All right, but now on to the pound cake. Okay, so for our pound cake, we are going to use 1/4 of a cup of butter. I am using salted butter at room temperature. If you're using unsalted butter, you're just going to add a little bit more salt in when we add salt in. And I am making it in a mini loaf pan. I think this measures about 5 inches by 3.5 inches, and I have buttered it. So a small container like that works great. So we're going to add in 3/4 of a cup of sugar and 1 egg. And then now here you have a decision to make. You could add in a vanilla extract, but I like to add in almond, okay? I love the flavor of almond extract. It smells so good. But if you're not an almond lover, go ahead and use vanilla. And so we're just going to add in a 1/2 teaspoon of extract. Then we're going to grab our mixer, our beater, and we are going to blend this up till the butter, the sugar, the egg is all nice and incorporated. Then add in 3/4 cup flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, a healthy pinch of salt, and a 1/4 cup of milk. Use whole milk, whipping cream, or buttermilk. Pop this into our prepared loaf pan, which I have buttered, and scrape it all out. Then we are going to put it into a 350-degree oven. We are going to bake it for 30 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. So you're going to let it cool in the baking pan for about 5 minutes. Then use a knife just to kind of loosen up around the edges. Put it onto a cooling rack and let it cool completely. Or if you're like me and you can't wait to let it cool completely, go ahead, slice yourself off a piece, grab yourself a nice cup of tea, and enjoy this small batch pound cake. And don't forget, come back, check out my strawberry trifle recipe coming up next week. Subscribe so that you're notified when it's there, and I'll see you in the next video.